Legoland Windsor Resort are currently holding their 2020 Christmas event, and today I'm going to be talking about what I think they did well and also what I think they could improve on for their next year's event. So yeah, let's get straight into it. On December 13th, 2020, I visited Legoland Windsor Resort for my first time for their Christmas event in 2020. And yes, this was actually a very good event. Personally, my favourite event Legoland held this year, with obviously the other being Brick or Treat in it. That was still an amazing event, but I do think the Christmas event is always nice and magical, and yeah, it was definitely a good event. So prices were £10 for annual pass holders, and I think it was about £39 for just day tickets, just normal admission to get into the park. I'm not guaranteeing on that, so make sure to check the booking and prices first. But I think it was £39 for this, and after Christmas it was only £29. But then for annual passes it just stayed £10 for the whole before Christmas and also after Christmas. So obviously we did have to pay £10 to get in each, but it was still an amazing event. So you basically got to the turnstiles and you handed in all your tickets and stuff, and then they gave you this passport, as they call it, and this basically comes back every year and you have to fill in different stuff. You can spot different signs, you can spot different minifigures in Miniland, and it's just a fun booklet to have. Also you get a nice little Christmas map in there as well, that's really nice. But you sort of go into the turnstiles and you have Christmas decorations all down the big shop, also the fashion shop opposite it, and then you come up to the Santa sculpture and you already think this is a really good event, and then you get down to the bottom of it and this is still on the top bit, and then you get down to Ollie the Dragon as a Christmas tree, and this was definitely their main sculpture of the 2020 Christmas event, and this was absolutely incredible. Personally, I love this sculpture, and if you do follow my Instagram, I think I did post that on the other day. Yeah, it's just an incredible sculpture. It was really good, and just how they made it was incredible. And basically this was just the Christmas decorations, and obviously if you do visit in the day, that's what you'll see in the day. Obviously at night there's lights, and I'll talk about that a bit later. But the park was open until 10 till 5, so they were the rides, and 10 till 6 for the park. But obviously it does get get dark quite early at the moment, so we did actually get a couple of night rides near the end. But I think on Christmas Eve it did shut early, at 4 and then 5 for the park. But yeah, there's some of the opening times. So obviously, yeah, we went in and we thought this was £10, so it was quite a lot of money. But then we went down to Jupo Dino Coaster because we knew that I'd get the longest queues, because Legoland at their Christmas event does get some the younger kids there, and personally I love it as well. So yeah, I just love Legoland overall. But yeah, a lot of younger kids go there, so we thought let's rush down to Jupo Dino Coaster to get on that, and we got a back row ride. It was actually running really well, Jupo Dino Coaster. Really happy with how they did the operations as well. It was really fast. But yeah, the event was overall really good. But also another main feature in this event is you did get a Lego set, and I can't show you because I unfortunately didn't film it, but you get a little Lego train, and if you did go to Brick or Treat you got a Lego pumpkin. Obviously they give you no instructions, so that's very helpful, but yeah, it's still incredible, and I'm still really happy with it. And luckily they did, with the Christmas one, they did have a little train so you can take a photo of it, bring it home and build it. And yeah, we have built the train, it's quite nice. It's only a small little model, but I mean it's probably worth about £5 in the shop if you want to know how big it is. So yeah, it's one of their mini builds, but yeah, it's quite a nice model, and it gets you into the festive mood. So I want to talk a lot about nighttime in this episode. So if we move on to nighttime, this is when the park shines, because in the day, right at the start we thought, yeah, this is really good event so far, and then they went downhill a little bit once it got to the because there's no Christmas decorations or anything, except for a couple of Christmas trees, and yes, they did have a lot of Christmas trees knowing Legoland. But yeah, it was still a good event, but we went down and thought, this is not great, and then when it got to night time, it was just blown. Our minds were blown. It was absolutely incredible. It was one of the best events I've ever visited. It was really good, and especially at night, when we went on the dragon at night, and don't get me wrong, that castle is absolutely incredible, all lit up in blue, and yeah, it just looks so magical. Also, we rode the Dragon's Apprentice at night and Merlin's Challenge, and yeah, they were both really good as well. Dragon's Apprentice was actually running really smooth, and that was really good. I obviously did have the retrack the other week, the other month really. But yeah, at night the rides were incredible. There was no extra theming around the dragon or anything like that, but the castle was just amazing, and honestly you're gonna have to see it for yourself. Photos do not do that justice. Yeah, you're gonna have to see it for yourself if you want to see all like the Christmas lights and stuff like that. And then we started exiting the park, and it was just unbelievable. There were Christmas lights every single way you looked, and yeah, it was absolutely incredible. So that wraps up this video here on NTPC, and I hope you've enjoyed this one like you enjoyed, if you've enjoyed the Venture Island one. And obviously there will be a Chesington Warwick Castle, and there could possibly be an Alton Towers and Creedy one, but we're not sure yet about that. We haven't made any plans for that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video here on NTPC, and goodbye.